Hey, this is Matthew with BI Polar. In this episode of our series on being a PM at Microsoft, I'm going to talk about the concept of level appropriate work and how this relates to you. I hope you'll stay with me. Welcome back. If you're new to this series, make sure you check out the introductory video where I explain my goals for the series, the audience that I'm targeting, and so on. But basically, I've been a PM at Microsoft for over 15 years, and in this series, I want to share with you the advice that I wish that someone had given me when I first started at Microsoft. I can't go back in time to talk to my past self, but hopefully, if you're a PM at Microsoft today, if you're in a similar role or at a similar organization, or if being a PM at Microsoft is part of your career goals and plan, hopefully you'll be able to take something from this series as well. Now, in a past video, I talked about the importance of finding a team where what the team needed you to deliver aligned well with your strengths, your preferences, like the things that give you joy and the things that you do well. In this video, I want to build on that topic to talk about the concept of level appropriate work. Now, when you work at Microsoft, you are at a given level, and I won't get too much into the details, but essentially, if you are a PM, you might be a PM2, you might be a senior PM, you might be a principal PM, you might be a partner PM. You know, the further up you go, you're moving through these various level bands, and as part of your career progression, the promotions that you earn will progress you through these various levels and the titles and the benefits that come with them. Typically, the higher up you go, the greater your reward, so more money, more bonuses, and so on. But at the same time, you earn promotions by demonstrating your ability to perform and deliver impact at the level to which you strive to be promoted. So if you want to move from PM2 to senior PM, the most important factor in this is you demonstrating that you're executing at the senior PM level. But what does this actually mean? I want to share 3 tips or 3 pieces of advice that tie in here that you can use regardless of where you are in your career journey to understand how you're being evaluated and the areas where you may need to improve. And the first thing that I want to call out is that Microsoft provides a role library. This is part of the HR career resources that are available to all employees. And in the role library, there are official definitions of the responsibilities of every role for every level band that's defined for that role. Now, I'm going to use as my example the senior PM and principal PM bands. And for these two, if you look at the senior band, even though there are multiple levels inside the band, it essentially breaks down into the broad areas of responsibilities. These are the specific things that are expected of someone within this level band. If you're at the bottom of the band, you may not be doing all of them all the time or all of them super consistently. If you're at the top of the band, this is what's expected of you. You know, what used to be a nice to have now becomes table stakes, as it were. And as you're looking for earning that promotion from senior to principal, looking at the principal band, seeing what's in there, like this is a great place for you to understand what's expected of someone at this target level in your current role. Keeping in mind, as I mentioned in the introductory video, when I say PM, I'm referring generally to product manager, technical program manager, and customer experience program manager, because those are the places where I have personal experience. This advice is true for each of these roles. Look in that role library, look at the documents that are there, understand what's required, what's expected, and please understand that your manager and his peers, they are familiar with this information and how it relates to the members of their teams. So the second piece of advice is that in the role library, look for responsibilities where you don't feel that you're doing today what is documented for your role and level, or for your role and the target level if you're working to earn a promotion. This is often a great place for you to understand, like, what are the pieces that you're missing? What are the areas where you might invest? And one of the things that I recommend each person on my team to do, if they're starting to talk, like, what do I need to do to earn that next promotion? Like, I feel like I had a good year. I feel like I've improved since the last promotion. The advice I give to them is open the document from the role library for your current level band and for the aspirational level band that you want that promotion for. You feel that you're getting close to that promotion, and look for the differences between them. These documents were created deliberately and thoughtfully, and each one of them has a lot of similarities, but the differences are what Microsoft expects someone to demonstrate and deliver as they move up through the various levels and level bands. Looking at the differences, this lets you know very clearly what is the difference in expectation between where you are and where you need to be, or where you want to be, I should say. The third piece of advice that I want to give is, after you've done this, after you've done the legwork on your own, talk to your manager about how the general information in the role library applies to your current position on your current team. And I emphasize this because the role library is very high level, and even though there are standard roles for the standard types of work that need to be done, these are general or generic descriptions, and your manager, your team, at a given point in time, they have very specific needs that the members of the team need to fulfill. And when you talk to your manager, for example, if you were to go into a conversation in your one-on-one to say, like, I've looked at the current level, I've looked at the next level, and I've evaluated myself against both the current and next level, these are the places where I feel either that I'm very strong, where I might need to grow, where I need to deliver something that I'm not delivering today. Your manager, with a little bit of lead time, I don't want to throw any managers under the bus, but your manager should be able to guide you to understand, for a given growth area that you've identified, first of all, they can validate it. Yes, this is a place where you would benefit from being stronger, but they should also be able to help you identify the specific work that aligns with your key priorities that will demonstrate this additional capability that you're not demonstrating today. The role library, going back to the beginning, will help you understand what the general requirements are and give you a general baseline against which to evaluate yourself. But it's your manager who knows what your team needs and has a direct line of sight to your current performance. They can help tie things together. So here's the deal. Rather than summarizing something from my own personal experience, I want to rely on the wisdom of someone else. Specifically, Dare Obasanjo, and please forgive me if I'm mangling either or both of your names, but Dare is one of my favorite product management people on social media. I follow him on Mastodon, and I followed him on Twitter back in the day. He's currently a product manager at Meta, and a few months ago, he shared this advice, or this pearl of wisdom, this wisdom bomb on Mastodon, where he was essentially saying, and I'm going to translate this into my own words as I go, and translate it into the Microsoft level bands that I've been describing here. But Dare essentially says that if you are a PM2, it is reasonable for your manager to give you a problem to solve and give you the path for the solution. Like, I hand you a problem and the solution, and it's reasonable for your manager to expect you as a PM2 to deliver the solution as requested. If you're a senior PM, it is reasonable for your manager to point you at a problem and to expect that you will make that problem go away. And if you are a principal PM, it is reasonable for you to identify the problems, prioritize them, and implement or deliver solutions without needing additional guidance. This increase in both autonomy and in the scope of the impact that you're delivering. This is really the key as you're progressing through these levels. There's lots of ways to look at this, but as I wrap things up, for you to succeed and thrive as a PM at Microsoft, you need to have a clear understanding of what represents level appropriate work for where you are and for where you want to be. And you need the ability to evaluate your current performance against what's required of you, both generally and in your current team. This one is on you, but your manager, your peers, and the resources that are available can help you achieve these goals. So that's what I have for today. Please like and subscribe if this is valuable to you. Jump down into comments. Let me know what you think. Have you found tips and techniques to approach this general area in different ways? Are there questions that you have? Do you object to any of the advice that I've shared? Definitely let me know. I'm relying on your feedback. So the number of views, the number of comments, the number of likes, like, is this a series that's going to be valuable? Where should I go from here? Definitely drop into the comments and let me know. Can't wait to see you next time.